BS.
Okay. So, what we're going to do is you think of yourself as knights going into combat, and as knights you all have a shield to defend yourself and a weapon of attack. or not. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a question, and for anybody who thinks the answer to the question is yes, I would like you to stand on this side of the room. Anybody who thinks the answer to the question is no, stand on this side of the room. And my question is...
And anyone who's not sure, stand in the middle.
And anybody who's not sure, stand in the middle. And my question is, do you need a social media strategy? Those people who think, no, you do not need a social media strategy.
You just changed that.
Did I?
You just changed that.
Sorry, where's yes and no?
Yes,
Yes, you need a social media strategy. No, you do not need a social media strategy.
You're doing this to me deliberately.
Yeah. Oh, we're saying yes.
Will, you're sowing confusion amongst the ranks here.
I've goes right out there. Where's the I don't know?
I don't know, it's in the middle. Okay, so could someone, we've got lots of, oh no, sorry, my method of attack is, sorry, this is where the BS bit comes in. If somebody is making a point and you think it is BS, a lot of nonsense. On the other hand, if you agree and think that person is making a valid point, you pass them a parasol. Oh, right there, we've got a spare. Does that make sense? So
I haven't got a BS bar.
You
I need a couple of them.
that one doesn't work.
I need an air ball.
Okay, let's start off. So these are the people who say you need a social media strategy. Why do you need a social media strategy?
You need to track your efforts, track your results.
You need to track your efforts. We have somebody saying there's a BS. And...
No, I'll keep quiet for a minute.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Any other? Why
need to engage. You need to engage.
But why do you need a strategy?
So you know what you're doing.
Well, you know why you're doing
attract
it.
the right
don't you?
people. You need to attract the right candidates.
You need to attract the right candidates. But why do you need a strategy?
So that your wording is correct and you're going to get the right people.
Do any of our don't knows?
Maximum results.
That's why we're in the middle.
it's a channel. Social media is a channel. Why do you need a strategy? Do you have a strategy for email, for the telephone, for everything else?
No.
It's a channel.
I'll agree with you when it comes to
And they start defecting.
So, okay, so there's nobody bully over here if you think that pointt's wrong.
No, I agree it's a channel, but you need to be able to track it. You need to understand what's working and what's not working so that you can tactically.
Is that social media strategy or is that a recruitment strategy?
Or business strategy.
Or a business strategy?
I think so. Yeah. That's my story, and I'm saying it.
Is your view then that social media is a separate part of your business or an inclusive part of your business? Well, then you don't need, then you have a business strategy.
There we go.
Alrighty, well, I'm just defecting now.
No, you don't decide it.
No, I think you did picking. Wait.
Sorry, I might have
Okay, I was standing on this side from the beginning, in case anybody didn't know. I just think that you need to upskill yourself in order to get the best out of your social media activity. But you don't need a strategy.
I think you need to
Okay, defector, another defector.
somebody to look after the process to make sure. There's no point
Do you
in
need a
posting
strategy?
stuff on Facebook and nobody's looking after it or looking at it. You need somebody to champion that process and look after it and constantly be giving updates to engage people. But isn't that
They've given us the quote once.
Can I make a remark?
Can't spray and
The fact
pray.
that Wallace here in South Africa and Canada today is that he started out with a social media strategy of no. Either you have a strategy or you
I didn't have a strategy.
And it comes down to, are you going to embrace this thing or not? If you embrace it, you can have a haphazard strategy or you could be very well ordered. The fact that you raise
I gotta tell you,
have a strategy of
do you
sorts.
think today reflects a strategy? Because I'm not too sure what's going to happen next.
That's exactly what I was going to say. How do you build a strategy around an ever-changing animal, a beast that just keeps evolving?
But isn't that in itself a strategy? You have to stay ahead of the curve.
I don't know how to answer that.
What my view is I don't believe in social media strategy or policy, right? I don't. I used to actually deliver conference lectures about the fact that you need a strategy and policy. And what I've learned through implementation is actually what you need to do is embed it in everything that you do. You need to embed social media in recruiting and recruiting practices.
Isn't that a strategy?
No, the strategy is a recruitment strategy.
I'll go with that.
And that's exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same way as I don't have an email strategy, an email policy. I have policies for IT and comms, but social media is just a part of what I do. It's the way in which I talk.
But surely when these things were implemented, like email, it's integrating into the systems that you have and understanding their place in the business. While it's not necessarily the be all and the end all, you still need some sort of strategy. You still need to assess where it is, and that happen with email, it happen with everything. And that's how it gets embedded into the system.
Maybe I'll go stand in.
There's a difference between a strategy and an idea. Strategy, if you want to ask.
Do I have an email strategy?
So we have an email strategy.
You do? How? He's not going to share
Yeah,
it.
what's your email strategy?
That's a marketing strategy, surely.
A simple thing. We have to strategize about the emails we get because the biggest complaint in this business, in the recruitment business, is that people say that they don't get feedback. So we asked ourselves, now how on earth are we going to give people feedback just saying something instead of nothing? So our email strategy was to give every person 2 email addresses. The one would be www.cp.co.za for just general emails, and the other one
I would argue that that's a tactic.
we wrote jobs and an autoresponder attached to that. So you can call it a tactic. You can call it a strategy, but we have to sit and think about it.
Yeah.
And if you think about it and decide on the way forward, it's a strategy.
So we don't
I would say that's a candidate strategy. That's a candidate strategy, and what you do with email is a tactic in the same way as what you do with Twitter, Facebook, or anything else is a tactic.
Alright, we don't just I'm going to do what you do. My tactic is to sit down.
I think you're playing with semantics. We are recruiters. How can you dissociate social media with from recruiting? We're going to use social media to recruit. I mean, I don't know how you can say that's a real geeky sort of computer thing to say that you can't be integrated.
That'll be me.
Oh, well done, Kevin. That was well said. Yeah.
I'm not being rude with it.
Can somebody tweet that? I need that out there.
But I mean, you cannot do it. We're recruiters, we need to use it for recruitment.
It's just a channel.
Yeah, but you're saying it's you're switching between social and business strategy here. It's got to be part of a business strategy.
That's been part of your strategy. Part of the strategy, not the strategy. Simply a separate strategy. So you should be standing over here.
Yes. No, because I haven't got a strategy. That's what I'm saying here.
I'm going to change it because I think I like this format. I'm going to wrap it around a little bit, and we're going to have another yes/no question to see how we get to it. So, given the fact the majority of people in this room think that a strategy is essential, and one of the purposes of a strategy seems to have an objective, and the objective would be to get a return on investment. Do you think it's easy to measure return on investment from social media, from social recruiting?
Where's
So where's no